Hello and welcome to Pabbly. So today in this video, we will be discussing the top 5 WooCommerce automations that you can set up with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you are in an e-commerce business, automating your tasks can help you save a lot of your time and efforts. And today we are going to discuss the top 5 things that you can automate over here. Whether it can be adding a new product from Airtable to your WooCommerce store or any other spreadsheet program, or sending an order confirmation whenever you receive a new order to your customers and vendors. If you want, you can automate the process of getting or sending your new order details to some programs like Notion or Google Sheet, or you can ask your customer after every order for the feedback on your Google My Business profile. So how you can set up each and every automation out of all of this. In this video, we are going to follow this complete step-by-step guide and you will learn how you can set up each and every automation over here. So without any further delay, let's begin with the process.
In this video, I'll show you how to add WooCommerce orders to Notion automatically. So what will happen every time your customer will place an order into your WooCommerce store, that order data will be collected automatically into the Notion application. In this way, you can keep a track record of all the orders that are being placed by your customer, that too without doing anything manually. Want to set this automation for yourself? Come with me and I will show you the whole process step by step. So to automate this process, I'll have to build an integration in WooCommerce application and in Notion, and I'm going to do that with the Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing integration and automation software. I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so here you can see I'm already logged in. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes, where you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now, after reaching out to the dashboard, click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have pasted the name as when order placed in WooCommerce store, add order details in Notion. Okay, now click on create and then you will find 2 boxes. So these are actually trigger and action. So trigger means when this happens, then action means do this. So whenever this happens, automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email to your customer via Gmail application. Okay, according to our use case, whenever any order is placed into WooCommerce application, add order details into Notion application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications here in this trigger and action in which you are building an automation. Okay, in this case we are building an automation in WooCommerce application and in Notion application, so that is why I have selected these two. Okay, and the idea here is I'm going to connect WooCommerce first with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so in this trigger I want that whenever any new order is created, the data should be collected by Pabbly Connect or this automation should trigger. Okay, so how I can build a connection, you will have to follow these instructions one by one. So here you can see we have this webhook URL. So firstly, copy this webhook URL, then go back to your WooCommerce application and here go to the settings section, and in this settings section you'll have to click on that advanced tab. Let me show you that. Okay, so this is the advanced tab. In this advanced option you will find an option of the webhooks. Okay, click on this webhooks and then we will be creating a new webhook. Okay, so by clicking on this add a new webhook button, okay, let me first cross these updates. Alright, so click on this add a webhook button and provide any random name to your workflow. Okay, so I will provide the name something like connection. Okay, let me take you here, connection with Notion. Okay, I'm providing any random name and you'll have to change this status from disabled to the active. The topic will be the same, the order created. Okay, the same topic, the same trigger event which we have selected inside our Pabbly Connect dashboard. Delivery URL, well here exactly you'll have to paste the very same URL which we have received via Pabbly Connect, this webhook URL. Alright, so I have pasted the same. Okay, and this API version will be same. Click on save and this is how this webhook will be added here, and our WooCommerce application and Pabbly Connect is connected successfully. Okay, here you can see it is showing webhook updated successfully. Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect and here you can see a blank response is received. So after this blank response you'll have to click on this recapture button once again. Okay, and now you can see it is started waiting for the webhook response, which means log into the application where you have added the webhook URL, do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means creation of a new order. Basically we are going to place a new order into our store. I'm going to place just a dummy order in front of you. Okay, so how about I order this mic? Okay, so I'm going to place a dummy order in front of you, and you will see how this order detail will be collected via Pabbly Connect. I'm sorry for that. Alright, so the name of the customer is test customer. Here we have added the company name, the country is India, the street address I have also added, the city is in the state is Madhya Pradesh. Here I have also added the pin code, a dummy phone number and a dummy email address as admin@pabblytudes.com. Let me click on this place order button, and this is how the order will be placed, and you will see how after the order placement the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect as well. Alright, so thank you, your order has been received. Come back to Pabbly Connect and again wait for that order data. And here you can see after waiting for few seconds, the order data is collected, the response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. So here we have the total price, here we have the status, here we have the shipping, the total. Okay, let me show you other details as well. Okay, so here we have the product name. Okay, this is the method that is free shipping. All right, here we have the customer details. We even have, okay, this is the first name, this is the last name, this is the country. Okay, this is the company name, this is the city name. We also have the pin code. Okay, where is the pricing and the product name? I'll have to check that as well. Alright, so let me search for the product name. Alright, so here I have this line item name, that is the product name as well. Okay, do I also have the date of this order creation? Yes, we do have this date as well. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between WooCommerce application and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so what will happen now onwards? Every time any order is placed into your WooCommerce store, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so the first step of our automation is done. Now I want to collect this order data automatically into the Notion, and in the action event I am going to click on this create database item. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Now just like I have connected WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect, now I will be connecting this Notion with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, choose this add a new connection, click on this connect with Notion and provide the access of your Notion application. Well, I am already logged in into my Notion application into a different tab. So instead of asking me for the access, it will ask me for the permission directly. Okay, click on select pages and make sure that you provide the access of all those pages in which you would like to create the automation. Okay, so let me click on this all. Okay, and here I have provided the page access of all order details as well. Okay, click on allow access, and this is how the authorization is successful and Notion is also connected with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, and firstly, whatever the databases are available inside my Notion application have started visible here. Okay, so let me show you. I have few databases, the few pages created inside my Notion. Okay, these are actually visible here. Okay, and I'm going to select this all order details page. Okay, so here it is already got selected because it is the most recent page I have selected, asking for the email address, delivery date and time of order placement, price. Okay, from where this data has came out. Okay, so whatever the columns I have added inside my database, inside my table, these same columns data is visible inside Pabbly Connect. Basically the customer name, okay, I will show you from the end. Okay, here we have the delivery address, the date and time of order placement, the product, the price, the product name, the email address. Okay, and here we have the customer name. Okay, let me show you. These are the same columns, the email address, the delivery date, the date and time of the order placement. Here we have the price column, the product link, customer name, product name and content. This is the default column, I have not added it. Okay, so I'm going to provide the details one by one here and you will see how it will be automated. Basically the details will be automatically added here. Okay, so from where I'm going to provide this detail. Okay, remember we have just captured our that data into our previous step. Okay, so I'm not going to manually copy this data and paste into the Notion. I'm going to map it, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. Okay, simply click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Let me search for the email address. Okay, so here we have the customer's email address asking for the delivery date and time of order placement. Okay, so let me also search for the date and time. So here we have multiple dates. One is for the modified date, the created date. So how about I map this created date? Okay, asking for the price. So let me search for the price. I will remember that it was something 15,000. All right. Okay, so this is how I'm going to map these details one by one. Okay, so let me first to do that. All right, so I have provided all the details and have mapped the data one by one, and in this delivery address I have mapped 4 field. One is for the house name, for second one is for the society name, third one is for the city name, and lastly I have also mapped the state. And how about we also mapped this shipping code, that is the post code. Okay, this is the date of placement, this is the price, this is the customer name, and again I have individually mapped this first name and the last name. Now I'll be clicking on this button, save and send test request. Alright, so I'll have to wait for that response, and here you can see the customer name, the email address of the customer, the product name, the price, the date and time of order placement, and the delivery address. All the details have been collected automatically inside our Notion application. Okay, so this is how now onwards, every time your customer is going to place an order into your WooCommerce store, that order data will be collected automatically inside your Notion database item. And to automate this process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you do not have to do anything manually. You can even simply close Pabbly Connect, because once you have set this automation, sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also add the link of my workflow into the description box. Okay, you just need to click on that link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and the same workflow you will be able to access inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. And here let me tell you a very important thing, that whatever the details here we have mapped, these details will replace automatically when this automation will work in real time. So what will happen, let's say a new customer placed an order. Firstly, Pabbly Connect will capture the details of that new customer, and then Pabbly Connect will automatically replace these values, basically the email address and the delivery address and so on. Okay, so that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Send WooCommerce order confirmation on WhatsApp to customers and vendors automatically. So assume that you are selling the product of multiple vendors on your e-commerce store, and whenever the order is placed by the customer, you want to automatically send an order confirmation message automatically on his WhatsApp to the customers, informing that we have received their order, and at the same time you want to inform to the product vendor that hey, your product has just got sold from our e-commerce store. So if you also want to automate the process of WhatsApp message sending, come with me and I will show you the whole process step by step. So here I'm going to show you how you can automatically send 2 different WhatsApp messages to 2 different people. One is to the vendor of the store and another one is to the customer of the store. And here we will be sending the messages on 2 different WhatsApp numbers. Alright, and for sending these WhatsApp messages, I will use this Interact application. It is an amazing application for sending the WhatsApp messages because it has the access of official WhatsApp Cloud API. Okay, and here you can notice that I have created my e-commerce store, basically my marketplace, into this WooCommerce application, and I have the vendors data into this spreadsheet. You can notice that I am selling the product of multiple vendors whose data is available in the spreadsheet. Now you must be thinking that how I am going to automate this WhatsApp messaging process. Okay, so basically I'm going to build a connection in this Interact application and in this WooCommerce application and lastly in this Google Sheets application, and this is how I'm going to automate this process. And for the connection I will use this Pabbly Connect. Well, it is an amazing integration and automation software, and using this application one can easily connect to multiple applications and automate your task. And here you can notice that I am already logged in into this Pabbly Connect's dashboard because I am an existing user. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free task to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, you'll have to click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I'm going to provide the name something like send order confirmation on WhatsApp to vendor and customer. You can provide any random name. Now simply click on create and then you will notice 2 boxes in front of you. Alright, so these are actually trigger and action. So here trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application. Alright, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, whenever a new order is placed into this WooCommerce application, then automatically send a confirmation message to the customer as well as to the vendor via Interact application. Alright, so this is how I am going to select this WooCommerce and Interact application in this trigger and action window. Okay, now the idea here is I'll have to build a connection in this WooCommerce and a Pabbly Connect once, and after that I'll connect Pabbly Connect with the Interact. Okay, so firstly you will have to select the trigger event. So I want that whenever the new order is created into my store, this automation should trigger, or you can say the details should be captured in this Pabbly Connect dashboard. Alright, so how I can build this connection? Basically with the help of this webhook URL. Okay, so for the connection the instructions are already provided. Okay, so read them carefully, and firstly you will have to copy this webhook URL. Alright, so here you can see I have already copied the same and it has started waiting for the webhook response. Okay, so firstly I will take you to my WooCommerce application. Alright, and here I will visit this settings section. Okay, this is the settings section. After that you'll have to search for the advanced section. Let me show you that. So this is the advanced section. Click on that, and here exactly we will be creating a new webhook. Alright, I'll show you how you can do that. Alright, so here is an option of webhooks. I have clicked on that. Simply click on add webhook button, and here exactly we will be creating a new webhook. So provide any random name to this webhook data. So I will provide the name something like connection with Interact. Okay, I have provided the name. In the status you will have to change it as active, and in the topic you will have to select the same trigger event, basically the same topic, that is order created. Alright, so here we have the same topic as we have selected inside our Pabbly Connect dashboard, that is order created. Okay, coming back to my application, and here we will be pasting the same webhook URL which we have received via Pabbly Connect. Now simply click on save webhook button, and here you will notice that the webhook will be saved here successfully. Alright, so here you can see webhook updated successfully. Now coming back to my Pabbly Connect dashboard, and here you can see a blank response is initiated. Okay, so firstly you will have to click on this recapture webhook response button once again, and after that read the instructions. What it is saying that log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means creation of a new order into our WooCommerce store. So that is why I am going to open my e-commerce store, and then I am going to place a dummy order in front of you from this store so that the details of the order can be captured inside our Pabbly Connect dashboard, for which it is already waiting. Alright, so this is my e-commerce store and I'm going to place a dummy order. Alright, so what if I purchased this particular mobile phone, that is OnePlus 10. Okay, so I have added it into the cart. Now clicking on proceed to checkout, and then I will provide some dummy details of the person. Alright, so I have provided the dummy details. The first name of the person is demo, the last name is customer, demo customer, and here I have provided the company name also. I have also provided the city, the state, the pin code, the phone number. Again, it is just a dummy phone number, and don't worry, I will replace this number with the genuine one when I am about to send the real WhatsApp message. And here I have also provided the email address, that is admin@pabblytudes.com. and now I am going to place this order, and you will see as soon as the order is placed in this store, the same order details will be collected via Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And here you can notice that the response is received, and if I will show you the details one by one, you will be able to notice that these are the same details. Alright, so here we have the same state, the same postcode, and here we have the name of the customer, that is demo customer. Here we also have the country, the address, and here we also have the product details. Alright, so here we have the same price of the product, and we also have the name of the product. Alright, so the connection in between our Pabbly Connect and WooCommerce is working absolutely fine. Now I want to inform the vendor that here your product has got sold, and at the same time I want to inform the customer as well that we have received your order. Okay, so this product is actually owned by which particular vendor? Alright, so here you can see this is the title. Basically this is the product and it is owned by Pabbly vendor. Okay, basically the name of the person is Mr. Agarwal, and I want to inform this vendor that hey, your product has just got sold from my e-commerce store, and this is his WhatsApp number. Again, I will replace this dummy number with my genuine WhatsApp number. Okay, now you must be thinking that how our automation will notice that this particular product is actually owned by Mr. Agarwal, and the automation has to send the notification on this WhatsApp number. Alright, so I will show you how we will create this particular scenario within this particular dashboard, basically inside our Pabbly Connect dashboard. Okay, so firstly click on this plus icon, and then you will have to search for the Google Sheets as an actions tab, because currently I have the whole data of the vendor into the Google Sheets. Okay, so basically I'm going to connect this particular spreadsheet with the Pabbly Connect, just like I have connected my WooCommerce store with the Pabbly Connect. Now you will have to search for this lookup spreadsheet row action event, and then you will have to click on connect button, then click on add a new connection, and then by clicking on the sign in with Google, you can easily provide the access of your spreadsheet account. Okay, and this is how the connection will be made, but I have already provided this connection, so I will go with the existing connection, and I am clicking on save, and this is how the connection will be done. Basically my Google Sheet account will be connected with the Pabbly Connect, and you can also go with the existing connection if you have already provided the credentials in the first time. Okay, now since we are connected, here you can notice that whatever the spreadsheet I have created inside my Google Sheets account have started visible here, and in this case I will select this product details spreadsheet. Okay, so let me search for the same. While it is already visible at the top only, and in the sheet also it has got selected already automatically, that is sheet 1, because I have a single sheet only in this specific spreadsheet. Okay, now it is asking that which particular column you would like to look for. Okay, so basically I would like to fetch the WhatsApp number of the vendor who has actually owned this particular product. Alright, so we have the product as OnePlus 10. Okay, basically it is a phone. Okay, and we also have some common value, okay, via which I can actually fetch the details. Okay, basically the WhatsApp number of the person. Okay, so here I will search for the product ID. Okay, product ID is a unique value and it is also available into my spreadsheet. Here you can see we have the product ID of all the products, and based on this ID only I am going to fetch this particular the WhatsApp number. Okay, you will have to assume that we are fetching the real WhatsApp number. Okay, so basically with the help of this ID only we are going to make this lookup. Okay, so how you can do that? In the lookup column, firstly you will have to specify that we are searching for the value in this E column. Okay, so let me add the same, that is E. Now it is asking that which particular value you are actually looking for. So I am looking for the product ID, and don't worry, I don't need to manually copy this ID and paste it here because I am going to map it, and mapping is very simple. If you will click on this particular field, you will find the above data here in the drop down. So let me search for the product ID. Alright, so here we have the product ID. Okay, and now you must be thinking that what is this mapping? Okay, so whatever the details you will map here, these details will replace automatically when this automation will work in real time. Okay, so in next time what will happen, when the customer placed a new order, the ID of that new order will be replaced here, and this is how this lookup scenario will take place. Now I'll be clicking on this save and send test request button, and you will see the magic that in the response it will give me all the results with respect to this particular product ID. Okay, basically it will give me the data of whole row. Okay, so let me show you the details one by one. Alright, so here we have the vendor name, that is Pabbly. We have the name of the person, that is Mr. Agarwal. We have the email address. Finally we have the phone number, and we have the product ID, the title, and several other details. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that our Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect automation, basically the connection is working fine. Now finally I am going to send the WhatsApp message, one to the vendor and another one to the customer. Okay, so I think I already have the number of customer. Okay, let us check where is the number. Alright, so here we have the WhatsApp number of the customer. Now as I have told you initially that we are going to send these WhatsApp messages via this interact application. Okay, so firstly you will have to select this application in the action event, then you will have to select the action event, that is send WhatsApp message template. Now simply click on connect, then click on add a new connection, and for the connection it is asking for the secret key. Okay, so you can also visit this particular documentation. Okay, and from here exactly we will be copying, or we will be taking our secret key. Alright, so this is the key I have already copied. Let me paste the same and clicking on save, and this is how interact application will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. Now here you can see it is asking the phone number at two different places. Okay, so why it is asking me the same thing at two different places? Okay, so before I explain you this, firstly I will show you a note, which is it is mandatory to give a value for either full phone number or for both phone number or country code. Well, it completely depends on what type of phone number you have. Okay, so currently I have the phone number as this. Basically I have the country code as well as the phone number. Okay, in that case I will be providing the phone number into this full phone number field. Just in case if I only had the phone number, not the country code, in that case I will have to provide the phone number in this field, and separately I will provide the country code. Okay, in this case I will provide the number in this full phone number field. Okay, so before I provide the details one by one, firstly I will take you to the interact application, and currently we are connecting this interact for sending the WhatsApp messages to our customers, informing that we have received their order. Okay, so firstly let me take you to the dashboard. Alright, so this is the dashboard. Okay, and as soon as you will create an account into interact, the very first thing you'll have to do is to create a new message template. Now you must be thinking that what is this message template? Okay, so whenever you want to send any kind of message to your customer, to your clients on WhatsApp, you will always have to create a new message template in order to initiate the conversation with your customers, with your clients, whenever you are sending the messages using official WhatsApp Cloud API. Okay, once your template is created, you will have to submit this template for the approval, and and basically the WhatsApp parent company Facebook is going to approve this particular template. If you will get the approval, then only you can send the WhatsApp messages using this template. Otherwise you will have to wait, or you will have to create the new template if your template has got rejected. Okay, so let me show you in this particular section. If I will open this active section, you will notice that I have created several message templates and a lot of them are actually approved. Okay, so basically the templates marked with the green color are actually the approved one, and the templates marked with the red color are actually the pending one. Okay, let me show you. These are the pending one, and if you will notice, some templates are actually marked with the yellow color, so these are actually the pending one. Okay, so this is how you will always have to firstly create a message template, submit it for the approval, and once the approval is received, then only you will be able to send the message. Okay, in this particular case I have created the message template that is order placed. Okay, so let me first search for my message template with the name order. Okay, I remember I have provided the name something like order placed prepaid. Alright, for sending the messages to my customers for the order placement, I have created this particular message template. The name of the message template is order placed prepaid. Okay, in this particular case I have also included the header as the text, just in case if you want to include the video document image into your header, you can also do the same, but it is completely optional. It is completely up to you. And in this template I have selected the language as English, and from this particular section you can create your message which you would like to send to your customers, and you need to create a single template only, and the same message will be used for every new customer. Basically the details will be replaced. Okay, whatever the values I have created in the form of variable, these values will be replaced automatically. Okay, that is why I have specifically take these values in the form of variable. Yes, the numbers packed with the curly braces called as variables, and you can add as many as variables as you want. Currently we are into the view mode, so that is why we are not able to see those editing option. If you will edit this template, basically when you will create this template, you will notice lot of editing or formatting options here. Alright, so this is the message I am about to send to my customer, that hello demo user, or here I will add the name of the customer, thank you for shopping with us, and here I will add the store name. This is to confirm that we have received your order, and here I will place the order name and the amount. You may want to check our catalog, check out our catalog to see other items in the store. If you have any question, message us here in any time. Alright, so again it is completely up to you that what kind of message you would like to send to your customers, and here you can notice that I have not included any footer or any button along with my message because these were completely optional. Okay, so once you will create your message template, you will also have to provide the sample. Okay, now what are the samples? Okay, so basically you are telling the automation, you are telling the system that what values will come in place of these variables. Okay, so basically we just need to provide a dummy content as sample content, and after providing the sample content, you will have to submit it for the approval. Okay, once it is approved, you are actually ready to use. Basically your template is ready to send the WhatsApp messages. Okay, so firstly I am going to copy the code of this particular template. Okay, and then you'll have to come back to Pabbly Connect, and here it will ask you the template code name, basically with which particular template you want to send the WhatsApp messages. Okay, so I have pasted the code of that template. Now it is asking for the full phone number, so again I will map the phone number of the customer. Okay, so from this Google Sheets I will receive the data of the vendor. Okay, but currently I am creating this interact application, I am connecting this interact application for sending the messages to the customer, so that is why I will be searching for the customer's WhatsApp number. Alright, so where is the phone number? And here we have the billing phone number, that is this. Okay, so I have mapped it, and again this number will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Also I am going to replace this number with my genuine WhatsApp number so that I can show you how messages can be sent in real time. Okay, I will show you this live, asking for the language code. Well, if you have selected English as the language, the code will be EN. If you have selected English US as the language, the code will be EN US. Okay, in our case I have selected the language as English only, so that is why EN will be the language code. Now the most interesting part is header value and the body variable values. Okay, so here in the header value, firstly I'm going to copy the same text. Okay, so if I will provide any data manually, this data will remain same, and if I will provide any data with the help of mapping, these details will be replaced automatically. Okay, the most interesting part is the body variable values. Okay, so from here exactly we will be specifying that what values should come in place of these variables into this message. Okay, so firstly I will provide the value to this first number variable. Okay, so the name of the customer should appear, so let me search for the customer name, that is demo. Okay, I can also give a space and then I can map the second name also, that is customer. Okay, so now I have provided the value to the first variable. Now for providing the value to the second variable, you will have to first put a comma. Okay, the same has been mentioned into our description, basically into our help text as well. Here you can notice we have two variables. If we have two variables, you'll have to provide the values separated by a comma. Okay, so what exactly we have the second variable. Okay, so here I'll have to add the store name, so I can also provide the store name manually. I don't need to map this store name from the above data. Again I have added this comma, and for the third variable I'm going to provide the name of the product, and then I will provide the amount of the product. Okay, so let me search for the name of the product, and I remember it was something like 1 plus 10. Okay, so this is the product name, that is 1 plus 10. I have mapped it, and lastly I will add the amount. Okay, so this is the amount. Again I have mapped the amount as well. Okay, so I have provided the values to all four variables. Okay, I'm sorry, it should be variables. Okay, and I have not included any dynamic URL and button inside my template, so I will leave these two fields blank. Now I am going to click on this button, save and send test request, and you will notice that the messages will get sent automatically on my WhatsApp number only. Okay, so I have deleted all the conversation, and firstly I am going to replace this dummy number with my WhatsApp number, and then you will see how I will automatically receive this particular message on my WhatsApp, and the details will be replaced automatically. Okay, so let me provide the same, and make sure you provide the phone number into this particular format only. Alright, so I have provided the number. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and you will notice that the response will be received. Alright, so the positive response is received. Let me go back to my WhatsApp web, and here you can notice that a message is already arrived, that is your order is placed. Hello demo customer, thank you for shopping with Pabbly store. This is to confirm that we have received your order of 1 plus 10, and the total amount is rupees 49,000. You may want to check out our catalog to see other items in store. If you have any questions, message us here anytime. Okay, so here you can notice that how the details have been replaced automatically. Okay, so this is how this automation is going to take place. Okay, so we are all done with the setup of WhatsApp message sending for our customers. Now I would like to send the same kind of WhatsApp messages to the vendors as well. Basically I am going to inform that hey, a new product has got sold from our e-commerce store. Okay, so instead of doing everything from the scratch, I can also copy and paste this particular step. For that I'll have to click on this three dot. Okay, simply click on this copy step, and then you will have to click on this three dots once again and simply click on paste step, and you will notice that the same step will be pasted here automatically. So now I'm going to connect this interact with Pabbly Connect for sending the messages to the vendors. Okay, well the number will be the same because I have a single WhatsApp number only to show you the examples, but the template code name will be replaced. Okay, so let me show you which particular template I have created for sending the messages to the vendor. Okay, so let me first delete this filter. So let me first refresh this template section. And here you can see at the top only I have the same template, that is product is sold. Okay, so as I have told you, you will have to copy the template code, and before that let me show you the content which I am about to send, basically the message which I am about to send to my vendors. Okay, so I will be sending this particular text, that is new product got sold dear, and here the vendor name will appear. Your product has got sold from our Pabbly e-commerce store just now. Here are the details of the product, and here I am going to provide all the product details. Okay, and again I have not included any footer and any button. Okay, so I have copied the code of this template. Let me paste the same. Now it is asking for the language code again, so I have selected English as the language, so EN will be the same. Header value, so let me delete the same and copy this particular thing and let me paste the same. Now the most interesting part is again providing the value to the variables. Okay, in place of first variable, the vendor name should appear here. Okay, so let me search for the vendor name, and instead of searching for the vendor name in this WooCommerce tab, remember we have all the vendor details into our Google Sheets. Okay, so here we have the vendor name, that is Mr. Agarwal. I will add a comma and then I will provide the value to the second variable. Okay, so here I'll have to map the product ID, the product name and the product price. Okay, so let me map the details one by one. So here I will search for the product ID, that is okay, so we have the product ID, that is 59799. Again I am pressing a comma and then I will search for the product title. Alright, so I have provided the title as well, and lastly I am going to provide the amount of this particular product. Alright, so here we have the amount of that product. I think I have provided all the details. Now I'll be clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will notice that on the same number a new message will be arrived automatically, and this time this message is actually for the vendor. Okay, currently I have a single WhatsApp message only, so that is why I am sending these WhatsApp message on this single number only, but you can send these messages on 2 different numbers. Okay, so this is the message, that is new product got sold. Okay, so dear Mr. Agarwal, your product has got sold from our Pabbly e-commerce store just now. Here are the details of the product which has been purchased by the customer. Here we have the product ID, the product name, the product price, and customers are liking your products. You will earn a decent profit on every product sale. Thanks ABC Marketplace. Okay, so did you notice that how I have conducted 2 different messages for WhatsApp, and how at the same time both the messages are getting sent automatically, one to the vendor and another one to the customer. Okay, and in order to automate this process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, so now onwards what will happen, every time someone is going to place a new order into your e-commerce store, Pabbly Connect will instantly capture the details, because the trigger here is actually instantly capture new incoming data. Okay, and then with the help of that order ID we are going to make a research in this particular spreadsheet. Basically we are going to look for that order ID into our spreadsheet. If our automation will find that ID, it will return all the values which are actually available on that specific row, and after that you just need to connect interact application with the Pabbly Connect for 2 times. Okay, one for the customer and one for the vendor. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link into my description box. Okay, so you just need to click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to send SMS to customers for Google My Business reviews on WooCommerce orders. Now suppose guys you have created an e-commerce store using WooCommerce or any other e-commerce platform, and you want that whenever you receive a new order on your e-commerce platform or WooCommerce, you want to instantly send an order confirmation SMS to your customer. But also you want to send a SMS notification to your customers after a few days of order, asking them to share their review on your Google My Business profile. Now guys, the manual process of sending the order confirmation or review request message to your customers can be very much repetitive and time consuming. So in this video, we will see how you can automate this complete process. So in this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, immediately, we are going to send the order confirmation messages to the same customer. And also after a few days, let's take an example, 3 to 5 days, we are going to send another message, another notification to your customers that you asking them to share their reviews on our Google My Business page. And also we are going to add the link of your Google My Business page as well into the same SMS. Now how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my e-commerce store which I have created using WooCommerce. Now I want that whenever a customer makes a purchase on my e-commerce store on my WooCommerce store, I want to send them an SMS notification for the same order which they have received using Twilio. And guys, after a few days of placing that order, I want to send them another SMS notification asking them to review my business profile on my Google My Business based on their purchase experience. Now to do this guys, what we have to do, we are going to use Twilio to send the messages. So we have to connect our WooCommerce store with Twilio in such a way that we send the SMS notification just after receiving the order and also after a few days. For example, after 3 days of placing the order and asking them to share a review on our Google My Business profile with the link of our Google My Business profile as well. Now to make this happen guys, to connect our WooCommerce store with Twilio, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is the automation and integration platform. So using Pabbly Connect, we are going to create an automation workflow using which whenever we are going to receive a new order in WooCommerce, instantly we are going to send the order confirmation message, and after a few days, we are going to send them a message asking them to review our business on Google My Business. So let's see how it is done. Now here guys, we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard, and to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. After reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as WooCommerce to Twilio. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first, we are going to connect our WooCommerce store. I have added my WooCommerce plugin in my WordPress site. So we are going to basically connect our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect so that every time we are going to receive a new order in WooCommerce, we will get the details of that order in our Pabbly Connect workflow. And after that, inside Pabbly Connect, we are going to send the SMS notification using Twilio to the same customer who has placed the order as an order confirmation. Then we are going to add some delay in this automation workflow for any amount of time, like if you want to delay or if you want to send the SMS notification after 3 days or 5 days, we are going to add that much amount of delay of our choice. And then again, after that minute amount of time, we are going to send them an SMS with the link of our Google My Business profile and asking them to review their purchase. So let's see how it is done. Now here in trigger window, in choose app, search for WooCommerce. Just select it. And after selecting WooCommerce in trigger event from the drop down, we have to select the trigger event as new order created. After selecting our trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now here guys, using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect. And how it is done? We just have to follow the help text given below over here. Copy this webhook URL from here and go to your WooCommerce account. So this is my WooCommerce plugin which I have installed in my WordPress site. And after reaching to it, we have to go to the settings section of our WooCommerce store. Just go to settings. After coming to the settings page, here you can see an option of advanced. Just click on advanced. And then under advanced, here you can see an option named as webhooks. So click on webhooks. Now here guys, after coming to this webhooks page, here you can see a list of all the webhook URL which I have created in my WooCommerce account. Click on add webhook. And then here we have to enter the details of this webhook URL which we are adding. For example, it is asking us for the name. So I want to name it as test webhook. Just for an example, you can give any name according to your choice over here. And after this, it is asking us for the status. So from the drop down, we are going to select the status as active over here. Then it is asking us for the topic. And here in the drop down, you can see a list of different events for which we can set up this webhook URL. So here guys, in the help text inside Pabbly Connect, you can see it is showing us we have to select the topic as order created. So here from the drop down, we are going to select this topic. And by selecting this topic, we are telling our WooCommerce store that for this particular event, happening of this particular event, we want WooCommerce to send data to Pabbly Connect. After this, it is asking us delivery URL. And here in delivery URL, we have to paste the exact same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from here and then paste it over here. After pasting this, it is asking us for the create an API version. So you can ignore these two fields and click on Save Webhook. And as we click on Save Webhook, we will see our webhook URL will be added in WooCommerce store. And every time after adding this webhook URL, every time we receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, the details of that order will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And here in Pabbly Connect, we have received some response. And this is a positive response, guys. This response shows that the connection between WooCommerce store and Pabbly Connect using this webhook URL is successfully created. Now after this, here you can see an option of recapture webhook response. Just click on it and click on yes. And after clicking on it, it has changed to waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some details, some response of a new order from our WooCommerce store. So let's do this. We are going to place a test order on our WooCommerce store, a dummy order. So we'll just visit our store and we'll make a purchase. For example, let's take an example of this iron press. Click on add to cart. After selecting it, just scroll down and click on proceed to checkout. Here guys, at this checkout page, let's enter the details of a customer. For example, I'm entering the details of a dummy customer, demo user. This is the company. Let's select the country as, for example, India. Just select it. Let's select any random address over here because it is just a test order. Select the city as well, state, and here's the state, PIN code, and the phone number. So whatever phone number the customer is going to enter by placing the order, on the same phone number, we are going to send the SMS notification and the review message as well. So let me enter the mobile number of my customer. For example, this is the mobile number, and then let's add the email address. And click on place order. Now as you click on place order guys, we will see this test order, this dummy order with all these dummy details of a customer will be placed on our WooCommerce store. This means we are going to receive a new order on our WooCommerce store. And because we have connected our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect using the webhook URL, we will see the order which we have just now placed, the details of this exact same order will also be received inside Pabbly Connect. So let's see. We will go to our Pabbly Connect workflow, and here guys you will see within few seconds we are going to get the response of the same order. And yes guys, here you can see that within few seconds we have received this response inside Pabbly Connect. And here guys, in this response we will see the details of the same order which we have just now placed on our WooCommerce store, the test order. Here you can see the total amount of the order, that is 400 rupees. Then we'll scroll down and we will see some details regarding the same order as well. Like here you can see the address of the customer which they have entered. Here's the name of the customer, demo user. This is the company, city, and the other address related details. Here's the payment method. Then we will scroll down further and we will see some other details like the product details which they have entered and also the contact details like email and mobile number. So let's scroll down further. So this is the total amount of the product. Then we'll scroll down. Here you can see the name of the product which the customer has ordered as well. Scroll down. And then here you can see the mobile number and the email address of the customer with their names, that what are the contact details of this customer. This means the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully connected our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect in such a way that whenever a new order will be received inside WooCommerce, automatically the details of that order will be received inside Pabbly Connect. Now after this, let's move to our second step. And in the second step, we want to instantly send an order confirmation to the customer using Twilio. And in the third step, we want to send the Google My Business Review profile details as an SMS after a few days. So let's send the order confirmation first. And to do this, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in Choose App, search for Twilio. Because in this video, we are going to use Twilio to send the SMS to our customer. So select Twilio, and then in action event from the drop down, select send SMS message as the action event. After selecting this, just click on connect and select add new connection. So here guys, we have to connect our Twilio account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the account SID, authorization token, and once again we have to enter the account SID of our Twilio account. So here you must be thinking how you can get these details. So to get this connection details, just go to your Twilio account, just log in, and here in the home page itself, you can see the account SID and auth token. Just copy this account SID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And once again over here. After this, get back to Twilio, copy the auth token, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here too. And after pasting this, just click on save. And when we click on save, we will see our Twilio account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the body of the SMS. That what is the body, what is the SMS message we want to send to a customer. So I want my message to be hello. And after hello, I want to mention the name of the customer, the first name of the customer who has placed the order. So we have received the first name of the customer from responses from WooCommerce of the order details. From the same responses, guys, we are going to map this response of first name of the customer over here in this field after hello. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and in the drop down, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from WooCommerce. Out of all of these responses, select the response of the first name of the customer and map it over here. So hello demo means the name of the customer. Thank you for shopping with us. We have successfully received your order of, and here I want to mention the name of the product which the customer has ordered. So here guys, we'll just click here and from the drop down from WooCommerce responses, we will search for the response of the product name. So just scroll down and let's search for it. So let's scroll down further. And here it is, item name. So from this drop down, select the response of product name which the customer has ordered and map it over here. Hello demo, thank you for shopping with us. We have successfully received your order of this product. Okay, so this is the kind of simple message I want to send in this video. If you want, you can basically change the complete message. You can create any message of your choice, and you can also map any details of the order which you have received from WooCommerce over here, like the quantity, total price, and all of these details. Right now in this video, I'm just keeping it very simple, a simple message, a basic message over here. After creating the body of your SMS, here it is asking us for the sender's number. And now we have to enter the sender's number of our Twilio account. So to get the sender's number as well, just go back to Twilio and here you can see your My Twilio phone number. This will be your sender's number. Just copy it from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After pasting the sender's number, the last thing it asks us is the recipient number. And here in this field of recipient number, we have to mention or we have to map the mobile number of the customer who has placed the order. So we have received the mobile number of the customer from WooCommerce responses, as you can see over here. And from the same responses, we have to map this response over here in this recipient number field. Just click here and from the drop down from WooCommerce responses, select the response of the mobile number. Let's scroll down to the last and here it is. Just select this response and map it over here. After mapping the recipient number, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response from Twilio. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the customer mobile number which we have mapped over here, the mobile number of the customer which we have received from WooCommerce, on that particular number, a message has been sent. So let's check the SMS inbox of this number. And yes guys, here you can see that we have received an SMS on this particular number. The message says, hello demo, thank you for shopping with us. We have successfully received your order of iron press. This means we have the name of the customer of the hello and also we have the name of the product which the customer has bought. The same SMS body which we have created over here in the Twilio step. So here guys, the step 2 of setting up this automation is also completed. we have successfully created this automation workflow using which what we can do, we can instantly send the SMS notification to the customer who has placed the order. Now after this, let's move to step 3. And in step 3, after some amount of time, let's take an example of 3 days. After 3 days, I want to send another message, another SMS to the same customer, and I want to ask them to review their purchase on my Google My Business profile, to drop a review on my Google My Business profile. And in that particular message, we are also going to mention the link of our Google My Business profile. Now to do this, what we have to do, first we have to delay this automation workflow for 3 days. For example, I want to send the SMS after 3 days, so I want to add the delay of 3 days over here. And to do this, just click on this Add Action Step button, and here in Choose App, select Delay. So using this feature of Pabbly Connect Delay by Pabbly, you can basically enter any amount of delay, any amount of time as a delay in your automation workflow. So the first thing it asks us is how much delay you want to put in workflow. And in the drop down, we have 2 different options. First one is delay for, and second one is delay until. So we want to delay this automation workflow for 3 days. So that is why we are going to select delay for. The delay units will be days because we want to delay the workflow for 3 days, and the value will be 3 of course. And then just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have added the delay of 3 days over here. Now till now in this automation workflow, what we have done, whenever a new order will be received in our WooCommerce store, instantly we are going to get the details of that order inside Pabbly Connect, and this automation workflow will be triggered. It will start. Then immediately using Twilio, we are going to send an SMS confirmation message to the same customer who has placed the order to. Then after that, after sending the order confirmation, we have added a delay of 3 days over here. So for 3 days, this automation workflow will be delayed, and after 3 days, the step after this will be executed. So after 3 days, we want to send another SMS notification. So just click on this Add Action Step button, and then here in Choose App, search for Twilio once again. Just select it. Now once again, we are going to follow the same step in action event from the drop down, select Send SMS Message, click on Connect. Now because we have connected our Twilio account in the previous step, so we don't have to make a new connection this time. You can select the existing connection and then just click on Save. And with the same connection details, the previous connection details, our Twilio account will be connected. Then it is asking us for the body of the SMS. So here guys, what will be the body of the SMS? The SMS which we are going to send for asking them for the review, what will be the body of that SMS? We have to enter that body over here. Okay, so here I have already copied the SMS over here. So let me paste it. And this is the kind of message I want to send to my users. And then here guys, I want to add the link of my Google My Business profile. So this message says, "Hi there, we hope you enjoyed your recent experience with us. Would you be willing to leave a quick review on our Google My Business page? Your feedback helps us improve and let others know about your positive experience." And then here we want to add the link of my Google My Business profile. So here guys, we'll just go to my Google My Business profile, click on this Ask for Review button, and then here you can see the link of the review. So just copy this link and then paste it over here in this SMS body itself. So guys, here we have created this step, here we have created this workflow where after 3 days of the purchase of a WooCommerce store, we are going to send an SMS to the customer asking them to post a review on our Google My Business page. So this is the kind of SMS I want to send. If you want, you can also map the name of the customer over here in this message as well after hi. So just click here, and from the drop down from WooCommerce responses, select the response of the first name of the customer and map it over here too. So in this way, we have successfully created this SMS body. Let's once again add the same sender's number of our Twilio profile, just copy it from here and then paste it over here. And also let's map the recipient mobile number of the same customer. So from WooCommerce responses, we are going to search for the response of mobile number or phone number, should I say. This is it. Just select the response and map it over here. And after mapping these details and creating the SMS body with the link of our Google My Business page, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here once again we have received a response, and this is also a positive response. This response also shows that the SMS body which we have created over here is been sent to the same user as a SMS. So let's once again check the SMS inbox. And yes guys, here you can see that we have received a message to the same user's number. which says Hi Demo means the name of the customer who has placed the order. We hope you enjoyed your recent experience with us. Would you be willing to leave a quick review on our Google My Business page? Your feedback helps us improve and let others know about your positive experience. And then we have the link of that Google My Business review page. And then guys, whenever the person is going to click on that link, they will be directly taken to our Google My Business page where they can drop their bad reviews over here. So this means guys, the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, instantly we are going to send the order confirmation message to the customer who placed the order. And after a delay of a few days, for example 3 days, 5 days, you can choose your amount of time in delay. After that particular delay, another SMS will be sent to the same customer asking them to post a review on our Google My Business page. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can actually clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to send purchase events to Facebook conversion on WooCommerce sales. Now suppose guys, if you own an e-commerce store created by WooCommerce and to promote or sell products, you are running some Facebook ads, this automation is going to help you a lot. So using this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, automatically we are going to send those new order details as a purchase event, as a conversion details to Facebook conversion API. By this automation, you can actually send automatically the conversion details of your sales via Facebook conversion API to Facebook ads and then optimize your Facebook ads on the basis of those conversions. So if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. After reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as WooCommerce to Facebook. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our WooCommerce store, our WooCommerce account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger window. So that every time we receive a new order in our WooCommerce account, a new purchase event happens, then automatically we will get the details of that new sale in our Pabbly Connect workflow in this trigger window. And this automation workflow will trigger. Then after that, using this Pabbly Connect's automation, we are going to send those purchase events, those new sales details to our Facebook conversion API in the next step. And then we are going to send those conversion events, those purchase events to Facebook conversions. So let's see how it is done. Now here in our trigger window in Choose App, search for WooCommerce. Just select it. And then in trigger event from this drop down, select the trigger event as new order created. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect and get the data of a new order. And to make this happen, we just have to follow the help text given below over here. Just copy this webhook URL from here and then just go to your WooCommerce account. So this is my WordPress site where I have added my WooCommerce store. Just go to WooCommerce and then just go to settings over here. After coming to the settings page, go to advanced tab and then just click on this webhooks option over here. And here under webhooks, you can see a list of all the webhooks which I have added in my WooCommerce store. Click on this add webhook button to add a new webhook over here. Then let's give this webhook a name. For example, I would like to name it as Facebook conversions. Then the status of this webhook by default is disabled. Just change it to active over here and in topic from this drop down, select the topic as order created. Then here it is asking us for the delivery URL, that on which URL we want WooCommerce to send the data of new order. So Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. We just have to copy this webhook URL from here and paste it over here under delivery URL. And after this, just click on Save Webhook. Now when we click on Save Webhook, here you can see that this new webhook is added in our WooCommerce store. And now every time we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, automatically the details of the same order will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And here in Pabbly Connect, we have received a response as webhook ID. This means the connection of WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect is working perfectly fine. Then after this, what we have to do, we have to place a test order on our WooCommerce store so that we can get the details of that newly received order inside Pabbly Connect. So first click on this recapture webhook response button, and now it has changed to waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some details, some response of a new order for WooCommerce. So let's go to our WooCommerce store. I'll just visit my store, and here we are going to place a test order. So for example, I'll just buy a product, for example, iron press. Let's click on add to cart and then just scroll down and click on proceed to checkout. So this is just a test order, a dummy order. And here at this checkout page, we are going to enter some details of the user. Like we have the name, company name, address, phone number, email address, and all of these details. After entering these details, just click on place order. And now we will see a test order, a dummy order is placed on our WooCommerce store. And because we have connected our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect using the webhook URL, we will see in our Pabbly Connect workflow, within few seconds, we will get the details, the response of this exact same order. So let's wait for a few seconds over here. And yes, here you can see that within few seconds, we have received some response on our Pabbly Connect workflow. And in this response, you will see the details of the same order which we have just now placed. So we will just scroll down to these responses, and here you can see the new order details. Here you can see the total amount for which we have received the order, that is 400 rupees, as you can see over here. Then we will scroll down. You will see the details of the product which we have ordered. Then here you can see the name of the customer, the address of the customer, and all the other details as well. Then after that, here you can also see the order ID of this particular order which we have received in WooCommerce. So let's search for order ID, and here it is. This is the order ID. Then we will scroll down further and we will see phone number, email address, and all of these other details as well. Like here you can see the currency, that is INR. Then we will scroll down further. Here you can see again the customer details, the mobile number, and the email address. So in this way, guys, all the details of a new WooCommerce orders will be received inside Pabbly Connect in the trigger window. And as we receive this data, this automation workflow will trigger. So the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. Now let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to send these new order details as purchase events to Facebook conversions. For that, we will just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, search for Facebook conversions. Just select it. And then in action event from this drop down, select the action event as send purchase event. Then just click on connect and select add new connection over here. So here guys, we have to connect our Facebook conversion account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this connect with Facebook conversions button. Now because I have already logged into my Facebook business account, my Facebook account in my browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account and make the connection. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the pixel ID. So here guys, we have to enter the pixel ID of our Facebook business account. And to get this pixel ID, we have to go to the Facebook business suite and from the left sidebar, go to all tools. After coming to the all tools, just scroll down and here you can see an option of events manager. Just click on events manager over here. And by clicking on events manager, here you can see you will reach to the events manager section of our Facebook business account. From the right sidebar, just select your Facebook pixel ID, the pixel account business account. And after selecting it, here you can see the pixel ID over here of your Facebook business account, of your Facebook ads account. Just copy this pixel ID from here, go to Pabbly Connect, and then just paste it over here. After pasting the pixel ID, we have to select the action source. So in this dropdown, we have to select that from which source basically we are getting some online details. We are getting these purchase events. So we have options like website, app, chat, email, and all. So here we have to select that from what source we are getting these purchase events. So I'm getting these purchase events from my WooCommerce store. So I'll just select website over here for now. After selecting the action source, it is asking us for the event ID. Now, what is this event ID, guys? The help text says this ID can be unique string chosen by the advertiser. It is used to deduplicate events sent by both Facebook Pixels and Conversion API. So when we run Facebook ad campaigns, actually Facebook Pixels also tracks the conversion data, the conversion details. And then using this Facebook Conversions API, we are also sending some conversion details. So here guys, we have to actually enter a unique string, a unique event ID, on the basis of which Facebook Ads Manager will segregate that what are the details, what are the conversion details captured by Facebook Pixels and what are the conversion details that we have received from Facebook Conversion API, so that it can avoid the duplication of the same event. Like for example, if a new purchase event happens, Facebook Pixels will capture the response of that conversion, and or using this Facebook Conversion API, we will be also sending the same order details, same purchase event details to Facebook ads. And then on that basis, it can create a duplication of the same event in Facebook conversion, which may affect your Facebook ads optimization. So to avoid this problem, we have to enter a unique string which we are going to send only through this Facebook Conversion API. So here guys, in event ID, I'm going to enter the unique string as the order ID. So the order ID of an order will be a unique ID. Here you can see this is the response of order ID which we have received from WooCommerce. So every new order will have a unique order ID. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually map this response of order ID which we have received from WooCommerce over here in this field of event ID. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from WooCommerce. And out of all of these responses, select this response of ID. Let's search it. And here it is. This is the response of order ID. Just select this response and it will be mapped over here. After mapping the order ID in event ID, we have given this conversion data a unique string, a unique event ID. Then it is asking us for the event time, that at what date and time this order was received. So if you want, you can actually enter the date and time which we have received of an order from WooCommerce. So here in WooCommerce responses, we have also received the date and time, that at what date and time this order was received on our WooCommerce store. So let's search for that date and time. If you want, you can add this response, add this data of date and time over there as well. But if not, guys, this is a response of date and time. But if not, if you keep this field of event time as blank, then in that case, at whatever time we will be sending this conversion details to Facebook conversions, Facebook conversion will consider that time as the event time. And also we have to enter the event time in timestamp format. So because we will be instantly getting the new purchase event data from our WooCommerce store, that is why I will just keep this field of event time as blank, because as we receive the order, instantly the same purchase event details will be sent to Facebook Conversion API using this automation. Then it is asking us for the event name. So here guys, we have to enter the event name, like for what particular event we are sending this conversion details to Facebook conversion. And here in the help text, you can see this hyperlink. Just click on it and it will take you to this page of event names of Meta developers. Now here at this page, you will see a list of all the events for which we can send data to our Facebook Conversion API. So right now we are sending the data of purchase event. Like whenever a purchase event happens, a sales happens, in that case, we are sending the conversion details to Facebook conversions. So that is why we are going to enter the event name as purchase. Just copy this name from here, go to Pabbly Connect and then paste it over here. If you are sending the conversion details for some other event, like for a lead or for whenever a product is added to our cart, in that case, you can select any of the conversion event according to your choice for which you are sending the conversion details. Now, after entering the event name, the next thing it asks us is the event source URL. And the help text says, enter your event source URL required only if the action source is website. So we have to enter the source URL, that from which particular source, which URL we are getting the sales, we are getting the events, the conversion events. And if the action source is website, then in that case, it is required to enter the event source URL. For other action sources, it is not mandatory to enter the event source URL. So here guys, in event source URL, I'll just enter the link of my WooCommerce store. So I'll just copy this link from here, go to Pabbly Connect and then paste it over here in event source URL, because I will be getting the purchase events, the sales data from this particular WooCommerce store which I have created. And then wp3/shop. So this is the actual link of my WooCommerce store. After event source URL, it is asking us test event code. Now, what is this test event code? Let's read the help text. It says, enter test event code to check that your events are being received correctly. Note must be skipped for real event submission. So at the time when we are creating this automation, and after creating this automation, we will be testing this automation as well. So we will be sending some test event, some test purchase event details to Facebook conversion. And then while sending some test event, we have an option to enter the test event code. If we send the conversion details by after entering this test event code, in that case, Facebook Event Manager or Facebook Conversion API is going to consider those conversions as test conversions. And on that basis, on those test conversion basis, our Facebook ads won't be optimized. I will suggest you to enter this test event code over here. Now you must be thinking how you can get the test event code of your Facebook Events Manager or conversion account. So to get it, just go to the Events Manager account of your Facebook Conversion API Facebook Business Suite and then just go to this test event section. After coming to this test events page, here you can see the test event code of your Facebook conversion account, Facebook Event Manager account. Just copy this code from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. So here guys, we are going to enter this code. We are going to keep this code in this field only while setting up this automation and testing it. And while making this automation live, we have to actually remove this code from here, from this section. And if we don't send this test event code while sending the purchase event data, only in that case, Facebook Conversion API will consider them as a real conversion. After entering test event code, it is asking us opt out of ad delivery optimization. The help text says select true if the event should only be used as attribution. So the conversion details, the purchase events which we are sending to Facebook Conversion API, if you want to just add or send those purchase events as an attribution, and on that basis, if you don't want to optimize your Facebook ad, then in that case, you have to select true. And by sending this conversion events on the basis of this purchase event data, if you want to optimize your Facebook conversions, Facebook ads, then in that case, we have to select false. So because I want to optimize my Facebook ads, that's why I have selected false over here. Then it is asking us client IP address, client user agent, click ID, browser ID, all of these details. So we have not received all of these details from WooCommerce of a new order details, and all of these fields are not mandatory as well. So we can ignore this field for now. Then it is asking us email, first name, last name, phone number, city, state, zip code, and all of these details. So we have received these details of a customer who placed the order on our WooCommerce store. And here in the trigger window, we have received all of these details of the customer, like their name, email, address, and all of these details. So one by one, the data of a new order, new purchase event, which we have received from WooCommerce, one by one, we are going to map this data into their respective field of this Facebook conversions. So let's start with email. Just click on this field, and from this drop down, search for the response of email and map it over here. The same email which the customer has entered while placing the order. Then after that, let's enter the first name. So just search for it. This is the response of first name and map it. Then let's map the last name as well. This is the response of last name and map it too. Then let's map the phone number. This is the billing phone number, map it. Then it is asking us for the city. So let's map the city as well. So in this way, guys, you can basically enter all of these details of a customer over here. So let's ignore the state, zip code, and country for now. Then it is asking us for the data processing option, like the data of the conversion details or the purchase events which we are sending to Facebook conversion. In what way we are going to process this data? We have to enter these data processing details over here in these three fields. These fields are not mandatory, not required. That is why I'm just ignoring these fields for now. But if you want to learn more about data processing option, here is the hyperlink. Just click on it and it will take you to a page of Meta. And at this page, you will get all the details of this data processing options. You can refer to this page and select your required options, enter your required details over here. After this, the last two things it asks us is the currency and the value, that in which particular currency we have received the amount, we have received the purchase, and what is the value. So we have received the currency from our WooCommerce order as well. So let's search for it. currency. This is currency INR, Indian rupees. Just select it, and the total amount as well. So I'll just search for total amount, and here it is. Just map this total value of this purchase as well. So in this way, we have actually mapped all the details of a new purchase which we have received on our WooCommerce store. Now after this, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that all the data of this purchase event which we have entered, which we have mapped over here, basically all the details of a new sale which we have received on our WooCommerce store, all of this data has been sent to Facebook Conversion API using this automation step. So let's check it. We have actually entered this test code, and we can get this test event code details in our event manager section. We will go to Facebook Events Manager, and yes, here under test event, here you can see that we have received the data. We have received a response, a conversion details for a purchase over here in Facebook Conversions. We will just click on it, and here you can see the same details. You can see the same URL which we have entered as the source URL. You can see the event ID. Here you can see the value, that of what value we have received the purchase event. You can see the currency, and because guys, we have entered the test event code over here, that is why here in user data keys, you can see some test details, some test response over here. So here guys, you can see that using this automation workflow which we have created inside Pabbly Connect, using this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, automatically the details of that order will be sent to our Facebook Conversion API as a purchase event. And on that basis, you can actually send the conversion details and optimize your Facebook ads as well. Now after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. We will once again go back to our WooCommerce store, and we are going to place another test order over here. But this time we are going to change the details of the customer as well as the amount too. So here guys, I have this product named as Pixel Mobile. Just open it, and I'm going to place a test order for this product. Just proceed to checkout, and here it is. So this time the total amount of this order is 44,000 rupees. Now let me enter the details or change the details of the customer over here. Test user, the company is the same, address is the same. Let's change the mobile number as well, and the email address too. So in this way guys, we are just going to place another test order in our WooCommerce store. Click on place order button, and the order has been placed on our WooCommerce store. We have just now received a new order of 44,000 on our store, and we will see as we receive this order, within few seconds, the conversion details of the same order will be sent to Facebook Conversion API using our automation which we have created inside Pabbly Connect. So we'll go to this event manager page, and we are going to refresh this page once. And yes, here you can see that within few seconds, we have received the same purchase event data in our conversion API. You can see under Events Manager. Here you can see the same event ID, the order ID over here, for which we have placed the order. And after this, here you can see the same value. You can see the currency, you can see the action source as website, and the test details over here. So now you can see that the automation workflow which we have created inside Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. Now, after successfully creating and testing this automation multiple times, what we have to do, we just don't have to forget to remove this test event code. Like if we send the conversion details with this test event code, those conversions will be considered as test conversions. So here, I'm just going to remove this test event code from here. And after that, we will just scroll down and click on save button over here. And after clicking on save, our automation which we have created between WooCommerce and Facebook conversions is working perfectly fine. Now, every time I'm going to receive a new order on my WooCommerce store, automatically the same order details will be sent as a purchase event to Facebook conversions. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can actually clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free.
Hello everyone, in this video we will learn how to add products from Airtable to WooCommerce. So if you want to create products in WooCommerce every now and then you have to do it manually again and again. Rather, I would like to suggest use this automation where you can collect all the information related to that product in your Airtable record and integrate Airtable and WooCommerce in such a way that when a new record is added in Airtable, the product gets created in WooCommerce. This automation can be created with the help of Pabbly Connect, where our trigger will be the new record created in Airtable and our action will be to create a product in WooCommerce. Let us learn how to do that.
So in this video, we will learn how can you create a product in your WooCommerce every time you add the details of that specific product in your Airtable record. So like this is my Airtable record that I have created specifically for WooCommerce, and here are my WooCommerce products that I have created. Alright, so like I have created a product called 1+10 right here, and here it is created. So we are going to do the same. Let us understand how can you create this automation. Quickly sign in into our account so that we will reach this place where I can see all these applications provided by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to integrate the two applications, WooCommerce and Airtable today. Click on Access Now. That will take you to this place that is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Click on this big blue button on your right side where it's written Create Workflow and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Add products from Airtable to WooCommerce. Click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you like you will be seeing on your screen. We have trigger and action windows over here. Trigger says when this happens and action says do this. Now before we understand the functioning of these two windows, make sure that you have prepared an Airtable record right here and then you have also opened your WooCommerce store. So now we will understand that trigger application is for the first application, that is where the event will take place. For example, in this workflow, our trigger application is going to be Airtable, because first the event will be creating a new record in your Airtable record, and then the action will be WooCommerce where the new product will be created, and that is going to take place automatically, and we are going to trigger this event manually. So the trigger event this time is new record. Click on Connect, add new connection, and then you have to enter a token in order to connect Airtable and Pabbly Connect. Now the reason behind integrating Pabbly Connect and Airtable is that whenever a new record will be added, that information of that complete record will be sent over here to Pabbly Connect, because that is going to be used to create a new product. So the token will be provided to us from the Developer Hub section. Click on Developer Hub and then you have to create a new token button. Give a name to your token and then add scope and add base to that. So what are the scopes that you need to add are given right over here. You can see, and one by one choose the scopes that you want. Click on Create New Token. Here I will give the title as WooCommerce Product. Okay. Now add scope. So I already know what are the scopes that you need to add. There are in total 7 scopes. So I'm adding each of them one by one. You can cross check all the names of the scope from this place where you are given these instructions. And when it comes to base, you have to add the base, all current and future bases and all current and future workspaces. Once you're done with all these selection, click on Create Token and then a token will be provided to you. Copy this part and paste it in the token section. Click on Save and your connection is established. Okay, now once this is done, you will see a base, table and trigger field is given over here. So you have to have a base where a table will be created. Like we have a base right here. Now you can cancel out this tab of Developers Hub Airtable. Now this is the name of your base and this is the name of your table. Over here, make sure that when you create columns for your products, you have created one more extra column over here, which is called the Create Time column. That will be called the trigger column. So when Pabbly Connect captures all the response filled inside this, so it will cover till this last column, that is the trigger column. Alright, the last updated column. So you choose your base from here. As you saw that the name of our base was WooCommerce. Here is our table. Now the trigger field has already detected create as our last field. As you can see, we have it over here. So let us just click on Save and Send Test Request, and also before that, make sure that you fill the new details over here. So I am going to add the new detail right here. The name of my next product over here is going to be washing machine from LG. I have the details of my product right here, so I will copy from here and paste. The regular price earlier it was available for $135 and now it is available for $85. Okay, that's the sale price. The weight is 6.5 kg. You don't need to mention kg over here because it will automatically detect it's in kg only. So image link, so you have to drop a link over here for the image, because once we are creating a product on a website over here, so an image will be required for that. So the image link is, here is the image link. Alright, so if I open it, you will see that this is the image of the picture. Now I'm closing the image tab. Alright, once this is done, click on save and send test request and you will receive the response. And here we have the weight, the sale price, the original price, the name, image link, and we have the description also. So now let us use this information to create a product in WooCommerce. Coming to our action application window, choose your action application as WooCommerce, and the event that you will be choosing will be to create a product. Click on connect, add new connection, and now you're connecting your action application and Pabbly Connect. The reason being, Pabbly Connect can send all of this information received as your trigger response to create a product in WooCommerce. You're supposed to enter the consumer key and consumer secret and website URL. So let us learn how you can do it. If you can't remember what we are going to discuss in this video, then you can take help from this instruction given over here. So we are going to our WooCommerce settings, advanced, in the menu. Then we have over here REST API. Click on REST API. And here you will have all the API or the webhooks that are generally required for integration. You have to click on add key and then give a name to your key over here. I will add as, the permissions are for read write both. Click on generate API key and you will receive the consumer key and the consumer secret, both of them. Copy the consumer key and the secret key and paste it at their respective places. Now what is left is website URL. So you have to copy the website URL for your WooCommerce. So make sure that you cover till WP3 and copy this complete section and paste it in its respective place. It's this. Once all of this is done, click on save and your connection will be established. See, it's done. Now we have the product name, product slug, type, status, which means there are various details that are generally required to create a product. But if you fill this all one time only, now when this workflow is going to run, then the product details will change according to the new details added in this record, which means that you don't have to manually create an order or a product again and again. So let us add the product name. You have to do a little bit of mapping over here. Mapping is basically using the information from the previous step to fill in the details of the action application. So here when you click on any empty field, it asks you to insert data from the previous step and gives you this drop-down menu. If you had 2 steps before this action application, you would be given 2 drop-down menus over here. But now since we have just Airtable, so you are going to take it from there. What is the product name? It's LG washing machine. Product slug, you can leave it empty. You don't have to provide this. It's not a mandatory field. Product type is simple. The status is to publish this product. If you want to enter stock unit over here, you can, but we don't have that detail in our Airtable, so you can leave it empty as well. Now, what is the regular price? Yes, we do have the regular price. This is the regular price, but what is the sale price? We had $85 as our sale price. There was description also, so you can map the description from here itself. This is the description of our product. Okay, now once you have already given the description, no need to fill in the short description. Now dates and all, if you want, if they are in your record, then you can map them. I'm not having that in my record, so I'm only mapping the details that are necessary for me. Now what are we left with? We are left with the weight and the image of the product. So let us find the weight over here. Here we have the weight. Now you can see the help desk says that provide product weight in kg only. So you will straight away map the weight and do not write any kg, gram, any unit after that, because it takes the weight in kg itself. Now no dimension, width, height is given over here. Only the image is given. So we will just look for line item image URL. Now please remember that this is the field. It's not a mandatory field. That is why you have to pay attention that the image link has to be entered over here. Now map the image link here, and then you have done almost every important thing required to create a product. Click on save and send test request and wait for the response. And see, the ID has been created, which means a completely correct workflow has been created. It shows no error. If there was any error, it could have been corrected then and there, but it shows no error, which means our product has been created. Let us quickly close this window and go check in our WooCommerce store that have we created a product or not. Here, this is our WooCommerce. Let us go to all the products, and here we have the washing machine with the picture. It is in stock. The price, it was earlier 135, now it's 85. So they have cancelled the real price and given the sale price to us. Alright, so it is here. If you view this, then you see we have it right here, right? So which means that we were successful in creating a product using the details given in your Airtable record. So this was our trigger and WooCommerce was our action. I hope this workflow was useful.
Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.